Hi, this is Water and Air 1111. Thank you for watching another video of mine. Thank you to everyone who's been liking, commenting, and subscribing to my channel and to my videos, and to everyone who's been coming to me for personal readings. If you are interested in a personal reading, then the link to my website is in the description for pre-recorded readings, and also the link to my Instant Go is in the description if you just need a few tarot cards to answer your question. Now, for this week's midweek video, I'm going to be looking at the heart chakra, looking at what is being triggered to be healed right now. What's being triggered to come up so that it can be healed. So basically I'm doing this because I feel like the energies have just been feeling so weird to me. Like, I don't know, a lot of, I guess it's just upgrades we're all getting, ascension symptoms, and just tiredness and lots of stuff going on. And I also had a little bit of a like heart chakra opening a couple of days ago, so I feel like lots is happening. And then yeah, the energies are just everywhere, and then it's Mercury retrograde. I've been dealing with that quite a bit. So I want to focus on the heart chakra because I feel like it really impacts every area of our life. How we feel, basically our whole self-worth almost, how we feel about ourselves, how we feel about others, what we feel we are entitled to receive, what we feel like we deserve to receive from others, from ourselves. So I want to focus on that. So I'm going to be using the Heal Yourself reading cards to get some cards just to see what is being triggered right now, what is coming up to be healed right now. And then I'm going to clarify with my Crystal Visions Tarot and my Angel Tarot cards as well. So yeah, let's go ahead and get started and see what's going on. So what is being triggered, what is being forced to come up to be healed within the heart space of the Divine Feminine Collective? What's coming up for healing? What's triggers for the Divine Feminine heart space? Divine Feminine heart space. Triggers. Healings. Divine Feminine. Okay. Home. First card. Ow. What's coming up to be healed? Okay, take off your mask. And one more card on what's coming up to be healed, triggered for the Divine Feminine Collective heart space. Dreams. Okay, bottom of the deck is Courage. Okay, so the three cards we got were Home, Take Off Your Mask, and Dreams. So the first card, so things being triggered to be healed right now regarding your heart space, is Home. So I feel like with this card, Divine Feminine, what's going on is that we're starting to really evaluate almost like our home setting where we physically are right now, but also I feel like the home we grew up in, the environment we grew up in, how those things really shaped what we feel we deserve regarding love. So, you know, the relationships you saw with your parents, the relationships you felt, the love you felt you received or did not receive from the people in your home. So from your parents, from your siblings, and then even to present day, what feelings, what love, what affection do you feel like you receive or you don't receive regarding your love? And it's like with this Home card, I feel like it's really a reflection on how our idea of love and how we express our love especially is shaped by our home. So it's like if you were in a household where maybe love was shown not through physical affection, but through, I don't know, doing an act for someone, like doing the dishes for someone or something like that. It's like realizing that you know, maybe you show love or you don't show love certain ways based on the home environment that you grew up in, based on what you saw being um, acted out around you and what you ended up um, mimicking, all coming back from your home life. For others of you, I do feel it has to do with your current situation, your current home life, how it's either restricting the love you feel you deserve or restricting the love that you give out. So it's like, are you in an environment where you do feel lots of love, where you do feel you can express your love, and other people, you feel like you can open yourself up to the people in your household? Or if you don't, it's like realizing that that's something that needs to be healed. So maybe it's time for a shift in environment. Because again, home isn't just the people inside, but it's where you physically are. Needing to be in a place where you energetically feel positive, where you energetically feel love in the air almost. You don't feel restricted anyway in your expression of love, whether it's through acts or words or affection. So let's get a card from the Crystal Visions Tarot to see what else this is about. And I just wanted to say, okay, something else before we go on, sorry. Okay, so I'm going to see if I can show you in this card. And it's probably not going to show up exactly. Okay, I don't know if you can tell, but if you look right here, there's a mouse on her drawer. And it almost looks like she's kind of aware of it. So some of you may literally be in a home environment or used to be in a home environment growing up where you felt like you had to be on your toes, like you couldn't relax, like there was a lot of tension when there wasn't love expressed the way you needed it to have been expressed to you. It made you feel like you couldn't relax, and that's something that you're needing to heal. You're almost needing to heal from your past, needing to recognize honestly how it made you feel in order to be able to move on and to heal that part of your heart and open yourself back up again. So that's something I just noticed as I was looking down. Okay, so let's look at the Crystal Visions Tarot. Okay, so why is this home card coming up for something that coming up as something that's being healed and triggered for the Divine Feminine Collective regarding their heart space? So what is going on with home coming up to be healed as a trigger for the Divine Feminine heart space? Okay, the Moon. So I feel like this is, so the Moon can be about secrets being present. And I feel like with this, with the mouse that was in the picture here on the, maybe you can see it there. Sorry if you can't see it, but there's a mouse on the drawer that's open by the woman in the card. With that mouse being there, it's like you're on edge. It's like you almost feel secretive. You almost feel like you can't fully express yourself. And maybe you even intuitively felt these things either as a child or right now, knowing that, having that feeling like you can't express yourself, and that is part of what's caused some wounds for some of you regarding your heart chakra. Kind of hardened you or made you cautious about really opening yourself up for fear of feeling rejected, fear of feeling like misunderstood or judged because of how you felt. Yep, bottom of the deck, Four of Pentacles. I didn't even see that. So it's like your intuition, because of all the tension in your environment, your intuition led you to really keep your feelings close to your chest, not open your heart up, because something was going on in your home environment where it just didn't feel almost like a safe space. So for those of you who that is the case, I feel like this is coming up right now for you to realize that it is safe for you to love, and that you always have to stay true and try and stay true and stay open with your heart, because that's the way that it's really going to lead you to where you're supposed to be, opening your heart up. And it's like being true to your heart no matter what the situation, whether someone understands it or not, needing to just stand firm in how you're feeling. And I want to get another card. I'm going to use the Rider-Waite deck now. And I've started shuffling just on my blanket in front of me, because some people were saying that it was too loud, me doing shuffling on my table. So let me know if this is a bit better. So why else is this home card? Wow, okay. Yeah, 5 of Pentacles. You felt uncomfortable in your home situation. So whether that was as a child or in your current home environment, you don't feel comfortable there, so your heart isn't opening up. We have the King of Swords. So you almost like are applying logic to your emotions. You're like, I don't want to be hurt by this person, so I'm not going to open myself up. And I feel like this has a lot to do with like parent-child relationships. And we have the Page of Wands. So Page of Wands about a message of a new opportunity, a message of passion, a message of things you desire starting to take form. And I feel like this is almost like some of you feel like you want to share things with your family, or maybe you felt as a child there's a time when you were really excited to share something, but you pulled back for fear of rejection, for fear of feeling misunderstood. And that kind of worked to close your heart chakra up a bit. So again, this is coming up to be healed because it's about opening yourself up to all love, including self-love. A part of that is really holding yourself up to your own standard of love, knowing that you don't have to, receive necessarily acceptance from other people if your heart is guiding you to do something, to pursue that, to love yourself no matter if someone understands you or not. And the bottom of the deck for that was the Magician. So I feel like for some of you, you have been in the place where you're wanting to kind of foster a closer relationship with someone in your home, or someone who was in your home like growing up. But again, there was so much tension there that you feared rejection, and you feared becoming vulnerable. And I mean, the next card we have is Take Off Your Masks anyways, but it's like fearing that, and that was making you feel like drawing back in within yourself, closing your heart up, not becoming vulnerable in that way, and showing love, whether it's showing something that you love about yourself or something that you have passion about to other people. So let me know if that makes sense, because I feel like it's almost like a few different scenarios, because for some of you it is about where you currently are. For others of you it is about something from your past, like your childhood growing up. So now I'm going to use the Angel Tarot, and I'm going to get a card for the Divine Feminine. So what else do we need to know about this home card? Wow, we got the Moon again. Important psychic insights, events behind the scenes, release fears that hold you back. So you're really needing to release fears regarding connecting with others. And it seems like this is, again, going back to some type of root, early stage fear that you got regarding opening yourself up to other people. And we got the King of Fire, King of Wands. Focus, 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 communicate with vision, and be a leader. Advice from someone creative. So try and focus on your heart, Divine Feminine. Focus on opening up. Focus on releasing your fears regarding connecting with someone in your home environment. And I definitely feel like it's like a parent thing. It could also be a sibling thing, but I definitely feel like it's a family thing. Needing to heal some type of like childhood wounds or family wounds. And we have Page of Air, bottom of the deck. Challenging information, delays or change to plans, truth delivered without tact. So you're really needing to just stay in your truth and deliver your message. And I think I mentioned this in the Divine Masculine version of this reading, but sometimes when you're healing these things from the past, it doesn't necessarily mean that you have to go face to face with them if that's not possible or something. It can also just mean writing a letter to that person, expressing your feelings, and then like having a release, burning it, tearing up the letter or whatever it was, to release it, to release that bond, to let that part of your heart heal a bit more. Okay, so let's go on to the next. Okay, so my computer paused. I'm sorry about that. But we're on to the second card. So the second thing that's coming up to be triggered and healed is the Take Off Your Mask card. So similar to the home, like in the same vein regarding rejection, fear of expressing yourself, opening yourself up to others, to that love and compassion, is to take off your mask. So again, there may be some fear that some divine feminine have had with really revealing and opening their heart, being emotionally vulnerable with someone else, or even with yourself. An important part of love is self-love, loving every part of yourself, even if it's not what society says, you should look like or you should be doing or whatever. Even if there are things that you aren't 100% satisfied with, it's still you, it's still lovable, it's still worthy. So really taking off your mask with others and with yourself. And whenever I see this card, I mean, she's looking in a mirror. So it does start at home, no pun intended. It starts with you. It starts with you looking at yourself in the mirror and saying, you know what, I'm great the way I am. I love every part of me. And I can be open to others. I can be open to myself. So let's look at the Crystal Visions Tarot. So why is this Take Off Your Masks here for something that needs to be triggered or healed for the Divine Feminine Collective regarding their heart space? Take off your mask. Excuse me. So we got two cards. So Five of Pentacles. So we just got that over here. So definitely in line. So Five of Pentacles. So feeling like some of you may feel apprehensive or may feel scared, feeling like you will be rejected if you really wear your heart on your sleeve or open yourself up to someone, that it'll leave you out in the cold, misunderstood. Almost like the gamble won't pay off. And the other card that we have is the Four of Wands, which is about celebration and commitment and marriage. And literally it's also about like that kind of home life with these Four Wands. So I'm definitely connecting it back to the home card, which we were just talking about. But in addition to that, I feel like some Divine Feminine, you've been feeling like if I open myself up, I'm not going to get the stability that I want. Almost like if I really say how I feel, if I really lay my emotions and let my true self shine, there's a fear that you're going to be rejected. Fear that you're not going to get happiness. Fear that instead you're going to be by yourself out in the cold. And it's almost like you feel like once I take off the mask, I can't put it back on. The cat's out of the bag, so to speak. So it's again feeling like it's maybe you felt that it's better to keep it within instead of keep your true feelings within about anything, about yourself, about others, than to rather let it out. Let your true feelings out. Open your heart in that way. Whether it's like good, bad, or ugly. In the bottom of the deck we got for that is the Judgment card. So again, it's like once you decide to take off your mask, you can't put it back on. And that's literally is why some of you haven't done so, because you're like, am I ready for this? Are other people ready for this? You're not really putting the value on speaking your own truth as the highest value, which it really is. And really taking off your mask brings you, really expressing yourself emotionally, really brings you closer to who you are, brings you closer to where you want to be. Because then you know that you've stood in your most, like, utmost truth in that situation. So I'm going to get a Rider-Waite card again for this. Okay, so why is this take off your masks here being triggered to be healed for the Divine Feminine's heart space? The Magician. Bottom of the deck, Ace of Pentacles in reverse. So again, it's like if I do this magic trick, if I show who I am, if I make this change, maybe I'm not going to get what I want. Maybe I'm not going to have a new fresh start. For some of you, this may be related to, like I said, people from your, like your family, from your upbringing, or from your current environment, your home life. Others of you actually feel like this has to do with your Divine Masculine. Some of you maybe not wanting to fully express yourself to your Divine Masculine, if you've been feeling really guided to, not wanting to open your heart, not wanting to express yourself to the full extent of how you're feeling. Wanting the stability and wanting to take off your mask, but being fearful that if you really express to your masculine exactly everything you want, everything you need, that it's not going to manifest the way you want. That your new opportunity that you're wanting is going to be delayed. It's not going to happen. That you'll be by yourself. So let's get an Angel Tarot card. So why else is this take off your mask here coming up as a trigger? Wow, 4 of fire again. 4 of wands. Contentment, peace, and abundance. A happy home life, the successful completion of a project. So again, it's like you're wanting to take off your mask, you're wanting to have this happiness, but you have fear that if you really put your heart out on the line, that it's not going to go well. And I'm going to go back to the home card again, and it's because of these things that have happened, like core wounds, family issues that need to be healed with your heart, that's kind of making you feel fearful, making you feel on edge again, making you feel like you can't express yourself because it won't go well. In the bottom of the deck is the Empress. Lavish abundance, give birth to your dreams, nurture yourself and others. So this is what you're needing to do, Divine Feminine. Give birth to your dreams, nurture yourself, nurture your heart. Let your heart heal, let your heart flourish. And it does that by becoming more open, more honest, opening yourself up. And it's like we're on this twin flame journey and we learn lessons, but somehow it's like we know what we need to do, but sometimes it's still hard to do it. It's still hard to take the extra step to put it in action, to really manifest what we want, because there's fear that it's going to leave us out in the cold. Like we're not going to get the response that we want, or the outcome that we want in the long run. So, and I mean, this Empress card also mentioned give birth to your dreams, which is actually the last card. So the last card for what's coming up to be as a trigger and to be healed from the heart chakra for the Divine Feminine is dreams. So with this dreams card, it's about really focusing on and realizing what it is you want and realizing that you can achieve the things that you have literally been dreaming about, or you have some type of, I mean, dream is the best word, that you've been dreaming about to some extent. And regarding your heart chakra, because this is coming up something that needs to be healed, there may be some Divine Feminine who are feeling like true love is almost like just a dream, or getting things, having the perfect, quote unquote perfect, having the relationship I want or the commitment I want, whether it's with my Divine Masculine or my family or my friends or myself, it's a dream. It's something unobtainable. So I feel like this is about realizing, Divine Feminine, that letting your heart, almost like giving your heart the opportunity to fly. Healing your heart so that it's not in fear, so that it knows and realizes that things can happen. Its wildest dreams can come true. Whether it's about how you feel about yourself or how a relationship and opening yourself up to others. Even if there are like a million blockages that need to be healed through your heart, it's still possible if you allow it to be. Some of you may feel a bit jaded about love or jaded about your Divine Masculine and your journey so far, feeling like, it's never going to happen, or there's so many obstacles that we'd have to overcome in the 3D. But you have to allow yourself, and again, open yourself and just stay in the love space from your heart, and just open yourself up to the possibility that anything can happen. And I feel like this is the last step. Actually, looking at all of these cards, it's like after you deal with whatever issues and blockages have resulted from your childhood or from your current home life, after you deal with any mask that needs to be taken off regarding yourself and expressing yourself, then you have to deal with what you actually think is possible. Knowing that your heart, any hurts that your heart has experienced can still be overcome. What you dream about, what your heart yearns for, is still possible, no matter how many hurts it has been through. So let's get a crystal vision card. So why is this dreams card here as something that needs to be healed for the Divine Feminine's hearts? Why is this dreams card here? Something that needs to be healed for the hearts of the Divine Feminine. 6 of Cups. So realizing that your dreams with your twin flame, with this person you haven't spoken to in a while, for some of you in separation, realizing that the dreams and the things that you've been yearning for emotionally, because this is 6 of Cups, from your heart, that everything can be overcome, everything can be healed, and reconciliation is still on the table. And with this, and it's interesting, we have Page of Swords, bottom of the deck. So a message of honesty and truth. So it's like, I feel like for some of you, Divine Feminine, with this dreams card, it's like your heart has become too logical. Your heart maybe has been hurt a couple of times, and then it gets in the sword energy, where it's like, well, the truth is, only X, Y, and Z are possible, nothing else is possible. We have so many hurdles. Everything that I yearn for, everything that I want, the things I'm having dreams about aren't possible. You have to tap into this Cup's energy and not into the Sword's energy with your heart. It's about the emotions, that inner feeling. And I just split the deck and I got Six of Cups again. So why else is this Dreams card here for the something that's being triggered to be healed for the Divine Feminine? Wow, the Star. Divine Masculine got this as well. So you have to focus on realizing that all is possible, that realizing that your Divine Masculine is going to be returning, that things, your wildest dreams can come true, that things will heal. You have to heal your heart of the kind of cynicism or being jaded or being too logical, and to focus on the Six of Cups instead. Bottom of the deck is King of Pentacles in reverse. So some of you may be feeling like, my Divine Masculine's never going to step up. My Divine Masculine, or my Divine Masculine's never going to step up. Or we have all these other things that have to get in order, and it feels like a huge mountain that we have to overcome. We're not going to be able to physically do this. It's not physically possible. There's too many things to overcome. But you have to tell your heart, well, that's not your heart. That's your ego in your mind. But you have to tell that energy to go away and to focus on just healing your heart. And healing your heart by focusing on these positive feelings you have with your Divine Masculine. And I feel like many of you are getting lots of dreams, are getting lots of signs about your Divine Masculine. Focus on those dreams. I mean, look at this card. It's the woman and she's laying on the tiger. I mean, and they're both at peace. It's like your wildest dreams can come true. So it's like whether or not this is possible in real life, it doesn't matter. You have to give yourself that hope that it is. Because everything is possible. Everything can be healed. Everything can be overcome. But you have to choose what to focus on. So let's get a card from the Angel Tarot. So why is this Dreams card here? There's something that needs to be healed, that's being triggered for the Divine Feminine. Strength. Great inner strength. Release harsh judgments, forgiveness, and compassion. This is what I was just saying. You're needing to really, don't feel like something is so impossible. That's coming from your ego. That's coming from your 3D mind, not from your heart. You have to know that all is possible, that all can be healed. All of the love can be rekindled, can be strengthened. So you have to be strong and stay in your 5D mind. Stay with the dreams and signs and guidance from the universe that you're receiving. Bottom of the deck is Five of Earth. Five of Pentacles again. Fear surrounding money, the wisdom to accept help from others, uncertain self-employment. Five of Pentacles. So it's like, again, you're just feeling fear regarding, is this going to happen or not? But you're needing to instead focus on your strength. Focus on, and I'm also feeling the strength of the signs. Some of you are really getting bombarded by signs and then still having doubt, but listen to those signs. They are telling you, you know, this is the right path. You're on the journey, you're on the right path. So now I'm just going to draw a card for any last guidance for the Divine Feminine on healing these issues from the heart chakra, healing these blocks, these triggers that are coming up. Two of Fire. You come into your own. New partnerships or contracts. Continue to move forward. So continue healing, continue focusing on your love, on the love, on healing your heart, on your strength, on knowing that you're on the right journey, on taking off your masks, on healing those relationships with your family, regarding your home life. Keep on. Bottom of the deck, Seven of Water, a complex decision, the need to do research. Stop procrastinating. And I feel like this is Divine Feminine. Stop procrastinating. Don't be wishy-washy. Continue moving forward. Continue healing. Okay? So that is your reading, Divine Feminine, on blocks within the heart chakra that are coming up right now that are needing to be healed. So I hope it resonated with you. Let me know in the comments if it did. I'm interested to hear, and let me know what you're feeling energetically as well. If you're interested in a personal reading, the link to my website is in the description. And yeah, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in my next video.